Okay, so here we go. Comes nicely boxed, and like we said, boy, when you get 25% off, it's pretty nice. So I wasn't going to buy this set, but you kind of look at it. There's so many fun parts. So you can build any one of these three things, but we just thought the train part right here, that would be a nice accompaniment to the haunted house. It's a haunted train. So we're just going to open up and see what we have. Here's the openings right here. There we go. And there. Okay. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Opening her up. And by the way, here's a real close up.
Yeah, that's very nice to show.
See?
So there's a train.
And that's what we're going to build, the train
Yeah.
part. Because we have a haunted mansion. So there you go. So let's pull this out and see what we have in here. Okay. Now, if any of you have built the 3-in-1s before, you kind of know that fun thing with that is that the booklet gives you different options and you just pick the one you want. You can tell the colors, see the colors, and you can see from the haunted house, it's got the greens, very similar kind of greens. So you're going to have this really blend nicely together. And let's take a look at this here. Open this up. And this is going to be the booklets. There's the booklets. Okay, there they are. So, look how cool that is. So, you can always take it apart and build the other options there, but there's the number one option, of course, the haunted house part. And then there's a boat. But I felt,
Looks more like
I
a
don't know.
pirate ship, eh?
This is cool. See that one there? And it's got a train and then a little platform. And I don't know, it looks really, really cool. So, this is the build we're going to do. And so we're going to use this booklet here. And I'm going to be starting to build it. Doesn't take me very long to build these. Unfortunately, it goes pretty fast.
Yeah, too fast.
Too fast, yeah. But what I'll do is we'll start arranging this, and let's see how many bags there are.
6 bags in total.
6 bags.
Yeah.
So what you can see here, especially with the booklets are. Let's take a look at that booklet there. Yeah, so each one of these booklets is different, and it starts out, of course, differently. And you can see in this one, the platform is going to be the first part of the build. And so you're probably scrambling a little bit to find the parts because the parts don't naturally fall. I think if you follow, the main build, your parts are gonna follow quite closely. But here, you got to scramble a little bit to find. Like for example, I can see here the platform is in bag 3, and typically when you're doing the main build, you would just open the booklet and you'd say bag 1. So bag 1 would be your first natural start. Open bag 1, start building. But when you're doing an alternate build like this is, you got to sort of scramble around with your parts. So I'm going to have Lorraine help me, and we're going to be scrambling to pull the parts together so that we have the parts sort of ready to use. Because like I said, this is already starting bag 3. It looks like bag 4. So there's you got to go down into the bag. So probably best off just arranging all the parts, and then it's a lot easier to build it. So that's how we're going to do it, is we're just going to take all the bags, open them up, and arrange the parts so that you can quickly access the parts you need to build this. And you can see this is a lot skinnier, this book, than the big book. So for the main build. But it's going to be fun. There's some really interesting little characters in here I noticed. So there's a skeleton. Look at that skeleton right here. Skeleton, he's right there. And a ghost and different characters in here. This is going to be fun. And this will go upstairs. I brought my big build down here to inspire because this is going to accompany the train version, and I think it'll look really nice all together. So anyway, thank you for joining us, and we'll show you once we've built this what it all looks like together. Okay, so thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks very much.
Take care, and
Bye-bye.
we'll see you later. Bye. Okay, so here we go. We're opening it up. And there's going to be the first thing to build. And it's always fun building these guys. You can see, look at the characters here. Looks like a Frankenstein and a ghost. And yeah. Oh, look at that wolf guy over there. Skeleton guy. And so what we did is Lorraine took all the little parts and she put them all there. And then I just took the bigger parts and move them around just so that there's some order in here, and then we can start building. So you can see all the parts there. They're all strewn around here, but at least they're in some order, so it makes it a little bit easier to do. And there's the inspiration as well, right along. Look at that spooky place. Anyway, so here we go, and we'll start the construction.
Yeah, she must feel like we deserve it.
Okay, so here we go. Just finished it. I had to make some adjustments, which has happened the odd time when there's some part that's not working very well. So you fix it yourself. But this is the train. And there's the little platform. See how cool that platform is? He has a little clock on top there. See the clock? And all the characters there. That's pretty cool. This guy, look at him. Boy. The train conductor guy. Whew. Scary skeleton. So, and look at all the parts. This is the leftover parts when you do this alternate build. All this, and then all these little parts. So for now, these are all just gonna go away. Not sure if I'll put them in a separate bag so that if we ever wanted to build the little haunted house, that's probably what I'm gonna do, is put these in an alternate bag and then keep it. Right, Lorraine?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, thought we'd finish this off, and now I got to bring this back upstairs to where I was displaying it with our other Halloween, and this will be accompanying it. Okay, take care, bye. Okay, so here we are, and set it up, and you can see down just in front here, there's the platform, there's the train, see? So, looks really good. See? Pretty happy with how that looks. And the dog. Hey? Yeah, you got to get in the picture, don't you? So there it is, and pretty happy how it turned out. And hope you enjoyed watching this.